So this week I went to Costco and Trader Joe's. I've never been to Costco before, it's the first time. I have a BJ's membership, so I usually go there. BJ's is, I think, just on the East Coast, but I might be wrong. But I wanted to compare the two because I've also never been to Sam's Club, but I don't even think we have any around here, and I probably wouldn't choose Sam's Club because I haven't really heard anything special about Sam's Club. But I wanted to try Costco, and I was impressed by the amount of grass fed and organic stuff that they had. Um, Still not sure if it's worth the membership. I would have to see if I could get it discounted. Um, but I didn't go to the farm this week. I didn't have time. I actually might go tomorrow, which is Thursday, and just pick up one more dozen eggs because we go through a lot of eggs and I only got two this week, but I might go and I kind of want to stop in there and see what they have anyway because I'm trying to stock up on meat. So let's just continue with this haul. Also, this week so I just got my wheat berries. I got hard white wheat and I got einkorn, which I've been wanting to try einkorn for a long time. And my grain mill comes tomorrow. So I'm going to start doing videos on that because I'm going to try to not buy store-bought bread anymore. And I'm going to try to just make my own. I've made my own bread in the past. Usually sourdough. I love sourdough. I'm one of those people who, yes, all the bread that I eat is pretty much sourdough from my house. So if you want to see that video, I'm going to start my sourdough, and then I'm going to try to learn how to make loaves of just regular sandwich bread I'm going to try the hard white wheat and einkorn. So hopefully I like them because I've always wanted to try just einkorn flour with my bread, and it's more expensive, but it is an ancient grain, so it has a lot more benefits than the more processed what we use today. But I've been wanting to try to use my own grain mill anyway, and I finally was just like, you know what, it's worth it. I ended up getting the Nutri-Grain Impact, which is the compact version. It's smaller, but it's definitely seems to be about the same as the regular one, just holds less, and it was cheaper. It was about $80 cheaper, so plus I was looking at the Wonder Mill and the Classic, and they both were out of stock until like the winter, and I didn't want to wait that long. I just decided to make the purchase, and hopefully it works really well for my family, and we can make a lot of bread and baked goods, and I'm going to start getting into all of that. I'll start showing more cooking videos now that I have an actual camera and an actual mic. Okay, so I have my receipts for all three trips. The Trader Joe's, I didn't actually leave the parking lot. I just went, put everything back in my car, and then went back in quick. So I will start with Trader Joe's because that's the smaller one. So we'll start with, now I did get 2 dozen eggs, but I got them on separate trips. So the first one we got, which they were already open, but apparently they're very good. I haven't had them, and I'm not going to because I'm trying not to eat stuff like this, but apparently they're good. So this is the Trader Joe's patio potato chips. They don't come with a lot in them, though. That's the only thing. Like, there wasn't that many of them eaten, and there's not that much. So it's probably like a little bit less than half a bag. So keep that in mind. So for that, it was $3. I got 2 of the mozzarella snackers, and it came out to $7.98 for the 2. It's $3.99 each. And then I got a dozen of the pasture-raised organic eggs. So here are just those, and those were $6.99. So that was the first trip. That total was $17.96. Next, I got the cinnamon squares. This is just the crunchy cinnamon squares, 12.2 ounces for $2.99. I actually only get my cereals from Trader Joe's now because they're so much cheaper and still the same price as the other grocery stores. So next is, of course, my weekly, well, not mine, but I get the pizza every week, the pepperoni pizza. That was $5.99. I got the fluoride-free peppermint toothpaste for $3.99. Then I got 2 of the cauliflower rice. For $2.49 each. Then a bag of plums. They're just the Moonlight plums. These were, 2 pounds for $4. I've been really wanting heirloom tomatoes for some reason. That's another reason I got the cheese, the little snack cheese. Because I do this, the cheese and olive oil and basil usually, but I don't have any basil, so we're going to try it with just this. So this is just 2 heirloom tomatoes for $2.99. Next is the second dozen of the organic pasture-raised eggs, and those were $6.99. Then this is the 18-ounce organic blueberries for $7.99. Then I got my organic A2 whole milk from Trader Joe's for $5.99. And then just almond milk for $2.99. And then the last thing from Trader Joe's, the Virgil's root beer. It's a 4-pack for $5.49 for a total of $55.41 for this trip. So that's it for Trader Joe's this week. Sorry if I seem a little unorganized. It's all behind me, or behind you, but I didn't put it in certain areas. I just kind of had it spread out, which I won't do again because that was a lot of moving and I'm sure it didn't look great. If you hear my son, he's right next to me, so he's playing, being a good little baby, right? So yeah, that was it for Trader Joe's. I will total everything at the end. Okay, so now we have our Costco trip. So the first thing I got was a big pack of bacon. 1, 2, 3, 4 packs of bacon. It's just the regular, what is it? Slice, just regular hickory smoked 16-ounce packs of bacon. I got the big pack because I eat bacon every day, so might as well just get the big one. Next is I got a big box of the Kodiak pancakes because we make cookies and pancakes with this, so it was just easier to get a giant box. Oh, sorry, I didn't say the total for the bacon. The bacon was $17.99. The Kodiak cakes was $13.29, which is probably more than double than what the regular amount is, and it's usually like 7 something at any grocery store I go to, so definitely cheaper. Next is pepper. I just got the 2-pack with the grinder for $10.89. We go through a ton of pepper, so that was convenient. Next is Lysol wipes. Yes, I do use disinfecting wipes occasionally, so this will last us a very long time. I only use it on the counters if I spill like meat, if I have raw meat and I spill it. Otherwise, I'm usually using just dish soap, but yes, I do use disinfecting wipes, usually not Lysol or I forget what the other brand is. It's usually when I go to BJ's, I just get the BJ's brand, which is, what is it, Berkeley Jensen, something like that, but Costco only had Lysol and then the other major brand that I can't think of right now. So those were $13.99. Then I got, again, go through a lot. So a big, what is this, 5 pounds? 10 pounds. 10-pound bag of sugar this is organic cane sugar for $11.49. Then you will see I used a ton of butter. So instead of getting Kerrygold, I got the Kirkland brand. I got 3 of them. Yes, this is a lot of butter. This will last us a while. But I like to keep mine in the freezer, and I always like to have it on stock because I go through so much. So each one was $12.99. Yeah, $12.99 for 3 of them. Next is the Annie's Organic Mac and Cheese this is a 12-pack, right? Yeah, 12-pack of the organic mac and cheese for $16.99, which I think this is actually cheaper at Costco. I think it was like, last time I saw it, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought it was like around $20 at BJ's for this pack. So yeah, it's nice to have. It's $17. So, and that'll last us a while as well. Next is, I go through parchment paper like crazy because whenever I'm cooking my bacon, making cookies, pizza, whatever, I always put parchment paper. So this was $13.99 for a 2-pack. Again, checked the price for BJ's and it's actually cheaper at Costco. So even though this is a 2-pack and that one's a 3, it's smaller in each pack. And when I checked the measurements, pretty sure it was cheaper. So there's that. Then tuna. I like the Wild Planet tuna. So this is a it should say it, I'm not even going to try to count it. 6 5-ounce cans of albacore tuna from Wild Planet. This is expensive, but this will probably last us a month. Well, me, because I'm the main one who eats tuna. This was $17.99 for 6 of the 5-ounce cans. So it's white tuna steak, just tuna and sea salt, no water or oil. So yeah, this was the best one that they had at Costco. So there's that. Then I got a bunch of bananas. I think, yeah, only one is missing. We used this one banana. So this bunch was $1.49. So I didn't look at the price correctly when I got this because I thought this was $17. It is not $17. It's actually $28.12 for, I already had half of one. So they just come in a 2-pack like this. It's just sirloin that's pre-sliced, and it is grass-fed beef. So there's 2 of them. Each serving is 19 grams of protein. I am a huge steak lover. I eat steak all the time. I eat a whole New York strip, no problem. I could only eat half of one of these, so that's why that's missing. So the other half is in the fridge. But very good. I definitely think that I'm going to just buy sirloin next time because it is convenient to have, because I was out all day yesterday. Didn't eat anything until probably 6 o'clock at night. I did have coffee, but that was it. And I just wanted to get home and eat something quick, and it was ready to go. Didn't have to cook it. I honestly ate it cold. I just had it with cauliflower rice and butter, and then I just threw this on top and just kind of ate it off of there because it's already sliced. Very good, very convenient. Don't know if $28.12 is worth it, because when I looked at BJ's, I could get a 4-pack of sirloin for like $20. So don't know if it's worth $28.12, but very good. And if you're into convenience and don't really care about the pricing, then that's probably perfect. Again, if I was someone who could afford to just eat that regularly, I would, but $28 for 2 sirloins just because it's sliced and seasoned, it's just not in my budget. But I know that a lot of people do like it because, like I said, it's just, you throw it on something and you're good to go. You could eat it cold. You could obviously heat it up. It's fully cooked, and 19 grams of protein per serving, which is great. So, yes, next. Taking my son's drum away for a second. A giant bag of chocolate chips, semi-sweet. This is 4.5 pounds of chocolate chips. Let me give this back to him so he can continue having fun. That was $15.99 for 4.5 pounds of chocolate chips. Again, that'll probably last us months and months, so I don't have to worry about chocolate chips right now. This I was very excited for. I've seen, along with the sliced sirloin, I've seen these a lot. This is the 100% grass-fed beef. This is the Teton Waters Ranch. They are uncured Polish sausage, 100% grass-fed, pasture-raised. We don't really eat hot dogs, so my thought was I could either just grill these and eat them as hot dogs with my freshly milled hot dog buns that I'm going to make, or I could just cut these up with sausage and peppers, or any kind of, anything that requires sausage. So they do look more like hot dogs than sausage, but they are sausage, so I'm going to see how good they are. These are also 12 grams per serving, and 1 serving is 1 sausage. So these were $18.49. You get 4 in each. They're frozen, so they're a little stuck to the package. So you get 4 in each package, and you get 3. So those were, $18.49. Then I got, because we needed salt and I wanted to make sauerkraut, so I'm trying it with pink salt. I've had pink salt from BJ's. I don't know what the price is, but this was $6.59 for 5 pounds of pink salt. So also going to last us a while. I think that's a good price. I'm happy with that. And then next I got a big box. There's 9 in these. 9 of these. These are organic coconut water. It's not from concentrate and no sugar added. It's organic. These are 1 liter. I already started on 1. I drink these because when I pump or when I was breastfeeding before he decided he didn't want to breastfeed anymore, I was drinking these when I could. They're expensive, so I didn't get them a lot, but I do drink electrolyte packets. So those are really hydrating, especially on the go when I want some flavor and don't have water on me. Just bring one of those and I'm pretty hydrated after. So those were for 9 of them. It was $19.99. So then I got the Arm & Hammer OxyClean. This is 200 fluid ounces for $14.99. I honestly don't know if that's a good price. I have to see what I normally spend on laundry detergent, but I try to always get the bigger ones because usually those are more cost effective. I don't use it. I use my son's detergent, which is Molly Suds, so that will also last us a while. And then the last thing I got was a 12-pound bag of brown rice, organic brown rice, for $16.79. I wanted organic white rice. They didn't have it. They didn't have organic basmati, nothing like that. So we just went with, this is light brown rice. I don't know what light brown versus brown is, but I'm trying it. It's going to also last us a while. I have some Mylar bags that I'm probably going to put like half of this in because I don't think we're going to go through this quick because I don't really eat rice anymore because it just doesn't work for me. Hopefully I can because I love rice, so I'm hoping in the future I can start eating this again. But yeah, so 5 pounds for $16.79. And the total for Costco, sorry if I said BJ's, if I did say BJ's, I mean Costco. I normally shop at BJ's. This week was Costco. So I spent $277.20. So I just did the math for all 3 receipts. So again, Trader Joe's was $55.41 and then $17.96, and Costco was $277.20 for a total of $350.57. Under $400, I'm happy. I could definitely use that for more things that I need, like meat, so that extra $50 is gonna go for things that we really need. And yeah, so that's my haul for this week. Again, not everything is only gonna last a week.